What's up, everybody? Jason and Joe here. Tastes Like Music. Not the first video uploaded in 2025, but the first one that has anything to do with it. Today, we're going to talk about the records that we're most looking forward to coming out this year. I have to say, in comparison to past years, I think there's less on the table so far heading into the year than there usually is. Doesn't seem to be a lot of dates set for stuff yet. So there's like three categories I think of, whenever doing these videos. The first one is like album's done, there's a date set for it. We are 100% sure it's coming. Then there's like a second category of like you've heard about it being worked on. Maybe you've heard it's almost done. It's almost definitely going to be out this year. And then there's like super speculative ones that you just kind of are guessing based on how long it's been that there might be something. So I guess let's tackle the ones that we're sure of first. Any that you know for sure are coming that you're looking forward to?
Well, I mean, for sure, who knows? I have heard that there will be a new Deftones album, and it's gonna be in the vein of Ohms, which I think is good. I'm looking forward to that one. It's been like 5 years. New Mastodon maybe. Those are the ones that are like maybe coming, but they don't have names yet. If an album doesn't have a name yet, I'm a little skeptical it's actually going to come out in the year. There are a couple that are definitely coming out. Eusexua, FKA Twigs, should be interesting. Dream Theater has Parasomnia, February 7th. Doves apparently has a new one coming out on February 14th. Constellations for the Lonely, Coheed and Cambria, Father of Make Believe in March, New Darkness, March 28th, Dreams on Toast. Sounds interesting. Big fan of their last one, so that'll be fun. I assume Lady Gaga 7, you know, LG7 will be out this year, but again, no names, so who really knows? There will be Lana Del Rey, though. The Right Person Will Stay. That's coming out on May 21st. That one has a name, it has a release date. I'm looking forward to that one. And then I see on Twitter that BC Camplight was talking about a new album. Hopefully he gets one out. Who's my winner 2023. And then Barty Strange also has one coming out, I think, in February as well. So those are the ones that are like definitely coming out. And then there wasn't a ton of information on the internet. You look through these lists of most anticipated albums. There's a couple, like The Weeknd has one coming out, Mac Miller, posthumously. And then it's like Paul McCartney, TBA, Elton John, TBA, J. Cole, TBA, Madonna, TBA, Bruce Springsteen, TBA. Like at this point, it's just wild speculation without any concrete evidence at all. And that's, a function of the internet, I guess, where they can just throw, you know, little like hints. Maybe he may have mentioned something on stage 3 months ago that he might have new music out. Let's just put it in a little blurb and get the clicks. So who knows?
So the rock solid ones for me, Sharon Van Etten, Attachment Theory. She's got a band formed now around her. I love the single. I think it's so good. It's the most excited I've been for something from her in a while. Echolalia is a supergroup of Andrew Combs and Don Billett, Spencer Cullum Jr., and Jason and Jordan Lenning. Looking forward to that one. New Courting already, I think, coming March 14th. I enjoyed their record from this past year. One of the tracks from it made my top 25 songs. Those are the only ones I really have written down that have solid release dates at this point. Beyond that, things that are expected or have been hinted at least. Tyler Ballgame, this three singles that he dropped last year were among my favorite songs of the year. So can't wait for a record. Lomaland is also Tyler Ballgame. He has a little duo slash band with Joanna Samuels, and I think they're making a record. And from things I've seen online, looks like maybe Jonathan Rado's involved, and they played a show where Rado played drums and Madison Cunningham was part of the band. So I don't know what that record will look like, but I'm excited for whatever music we get from them. Tunde from TV on the Radio had a single out last year, and there's a record coming. I don't think there's a date set for it. Wednesday says their record is done. I think a few months ago they said it was finished and it should be out this year. And of course, The Cure are now saying we can expect another one by summer. Any others that are your just like wish list type records?
I mean, things like Miguel's, what, fourth album, fifth album, he's been hinting at that for like 5, 6 years. He's too busy like getting hooks put in him and hanging and doing weird stuff on stage, but would really love a Miguel album. I feel like Always should probably put out another album. It's been like a year. Need one of those. You always hear hints of like Frank Ocean dropping a new one, but yeah, it's been 9 years, 8 years since Blonde came out. So I don't know if we're ever gonna get another one from him. And that's about it. I don't really care that much about most bands putting out new albums. Like I can't think of anyone that I'm really like following that I would love to see a new album that hasn't had something, in the past couple of years. Even Alan Palomo slash Neon Indian had one out last year. So it's pretty much my wish list has been checked off as far as like artists that I've been waiting for put out new music.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe perhaps a Big Thief could happen. Tim Bernardes would be great. Alice Phoebe Lou would be great. I don't really expect another Lemon Twigs because we had two, one each of the last 2 years. I expect this will be a down year for them, but even before this most recent record, there were whisperings of a Brian solo record that could happen. So that could be interesting.
I feel like they could just put out an album every year and
That too, yeah.
like they just have so much talent that I think they could pull it off at this point. They keep like revving things up and just go to a different era each time. Go to do an 80s album. Come on.
I'm sure there's going to be a ton of records that I'm excited for. They just don't know what they are yet. And usually at this point, the release calendar is a little more set than it seems to be this year. I'm not sure what the reasoning for that would be.
Seems oddly like a lot of people dropped big albums in 2024. So maybe this is just going to be a down year. Like it felt like everybody was putting out some big stuff. You had all the pop girls, Taylor
Yeah, which pop
Swift.
girl's even who's gonna have a record this year? Like who's
Yeah,
left?
they all came out last year. I guess Chappell Rowan's due for another one since her album actually came out in like 2022, 2023, and nobody
Artists that, yeah,
knows.
it's maybe, but artists that get that big kind of end up taking a long time sometimes.
That's true.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about status of recording or anything. If there's any.
No, yeah, it is odd that Beyonce had another one this year. I mean, maybe her third, the third record in her trilogy, perhaps rock record, maybe alt rock. Who knows?
Well, I'm sure we're overlooking some stuff. Let us know what you're aware of that might be in the pipeline. Drop that in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. It's going to be a lot of new music on the channel this year. So like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And yeah, we will see you in the next one. Oh, give no
Hochgemäß, Weise ihr versiedelt in das Fire.